Welcome to the garden. Today I'm going to be doing some cleanup in the vegetable patch to get ready for autumn. We're still getting new tomatoes, but some of the plants are done for the season. So I'll be pulling out a few tomatoes and a couple cucumbers that are done. But I've actually still got tomato flowers. So we'll be able to harvest tomatoes all the way through autumn. We're getting some beautiful jalapenos this year. But most of the garden now looks like this. Freshly planted lettuce sprouts. I've also got some spinach and radishes too, and these I've been thinning out and just eating the sprouts or transplanting them to new pots. I'll have a more detailed guide on how I like to thin out my sprouts in a future video, so I hope you stay tuned for that. I'll also do a little bit of harvesting, cleaning up of some of these dead leaves, and just a few other things around the garden to get ready for autumn. This tomato is a beefsteak, and it lost most of its leaves, so it's probably not going to produce any more fruit. So I thought about just pulling it out, but we have dill here at the bottom. Some of the dill is actually just about to flower. So to save our dill, I'm just going to cut it back. But we've still got these little leaves down here, and that's fresh growth. So just kind of for fun. And I want to keep the cage because it's actually supporting the dill. I'm also going to be cutting back the asparagus, just the ones that have gone to seed. There's actually a wildflower in here that I want to protect. So I'm going to try to avoid that. Hopefully we don't cut it. Some of this is just dead material anyways. Look at all those berries. That's cool. There we go. That looks really nice. Now we can see this beautiful little wildflower and our flowering oregano. But without tomatoes, this bed actually looks pretty decent. It's actually planted pretty heavily with our oregano, parsley, chives, a few carrots. This is where we harvested that really big, weird yellow carrot the other day. This is where I planted my wild bergamot, or bee balm. This is incredible. It's also known as horse mint, but it tastes a lot more like oregano. So that's why I planted it here in this herb bed with a few flowers, because it's kind of like an herb and a flower. I've got another one of those wildflowers. These are aster. And then I have marigolds, which I planted from seed. Oh, we got another bee. It looks like this one's been on other flowers too, because that pollen is orange. Might have even been on our marigolds, who knows. Well, I've been thinning out all that lettuce we planted the other day and using some of those to plant other containers. So all of these are new transplants today. And this is all under one of my jalapenos. So that's a great way to kind of maximize your space in the garden. And if you look over here, we're actually getting the first red jalapenos. That one's 100% red now. So I think I might harvest that today. You know what, let's harvest it right now. Get it in the sun and give you a really good look. And look at that one, it's half green, half red. I always think that's funny. But here it is, a masterpiece of the garden. Look at those little cracks. That's how you know the pepper's really mature. It's probably gonna be good and spicy too. That is a beauty. Wow, look at how shiny it is. Oh, it's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous pepper. Let's give it a little taste. Mmm. Wow, it's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I've never had a sweeter jalapeno. Look at how juicy it is. Oh, it's beautiful. I love taking those first couple bites because there are no seeds. So those first few bites are like freebies if you don't like spiciness. Oh man. Uh-oh. I got a couple seeds there. Woohoo, that's spicy. Oh, this is awesome. First red jalapeno. And there's gonna be plenty more where that came from. And I've got a funny looking jalapeno over here that looks like a box. Most of my jalapenos are either round or triangular, but this one is very boxy. So I'm looking forward to harvesting that. But I've been getting peppers every day. The last thing I wanted to do today was harvest our giant cucumber that we let go to seed. And look at this thing, it's like a pumpkin. This is so cool. That's definitely the biggest cucumber I've ever grown. This thing is a monster. Oh, this is so cool. And this is gonna have some seriously good seeds. This has been ripening for months. It's incredibly old. Look at all those cracks. And the color. There's just a hint of green left over here, but most of it is yellow. Gosh, it doesn't even look like a cucumber anymore. This is so cool. And here's today's little harvest. Not bad for just a little maintenance around the garden. Got a couple jalapenos, a few tomatoes, and one ginormous cucumber. I'll be slicing into this to save the seeds in a future video, so I hope you stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.